we are still talking about IS audit challenges. It's just to prepare you. In their disclaimer, a particular organization, after I've left, in trying to discredit me, despite all I've done, in misinforming the staff, they even said that I went on leave and returned unannounced, whereas it was a big lie. How I wish I could reply them with evidence. I actually did apply. I was on leave and I invoked a pending offer that I had. And I stated there when I will resume. Meanwhile, before I left, before I took up the annual leave, I was processing a particular request with them before they now gave me the leave of absence. One of the things they asked me for a letter, an undertaking from a lawyer, a notarized undertaking, stating that I will return. In other words, they are saying that if they should grant this request, so I must not resign from there, I must come back. And I actually got opportunity to stay, but I couldn't stay because I wanted to keep to that undertaking. They asked me a couple of things, utility bill, a couple of my traveling documents and all those things, which I gave them. So in that letter, in that undertaking, I stated when I was coming back. So when I was on leave and I wanted to invoke the pending offer, I stated that I will be resuming at so time. The CEO of that company did not deny granting me that leave of absence. The man only responded that he was blackmailed, and because he was blackmailed, he said he was going to revoke the offer until I apologize. He put the condition until I apologize, which I did immediately. The same day I apologized. I did another 2 apology. But what I sensed was that this man, when you send him a mail most of the time, he will always ask you to resend because of the way his mail was organized. He used to check his mail from the phone. Maybe he didn't see that apology. But I copied some people. All the 5 people that were part of the committee that the man set up to look into my request, I copied them. None of them could open up their mouth to tell the man that, Oga, this guy apologized. So, along the line, when my colleague was even going to talk to them, they asked me to do another apology. I did 2 again. I did 1 first. Then I now remember that there was the need for me to make reference to the first one I did, so that these people will not be mischievously referring to the second one as the first apology, and they will not be saying that I did it late. Thank God that thing came up to my mind. I did another letter, making it the 3rd time, and I refer to the first one I did. So the MD did not say he did not give me approval. He said he gave me approval based on his response, but the approval was being revoked or apologized because he was being blackmailed when he was never blackmailed. What did he call blackmail? I called somebody, a subsidiary head of audit of a subsidiary where I used to work, to share my challenges and to say some people came into my office, 2 people at 2 different times. One called me, a senior person, that I was an orange. Another one called me. The one that called me an orange, I told him that even the peel of an orange, you can use it to kill mosquito. And he was trying to say that is what I look like they are looking at me, as seeing me as. At another time, he used the word junk, that we have been junked. And these are people that when they talk, you will know that it's a reflection of what they discuss somewhere. It's reflecting the view of some powerful people or the management. So when this man said all those things, I was not surprised, because I've heard so many things. And when they treated my case the way they treated it, those things occurred to me. That is it true that these people are seeing me as junk? Is it that they are seeing me as an orange? Is it that they are seeing me as a use and dump? So while outside there, I spoke with the head of audit to share my experience and to say this is what they were calling me, this is what I heard. And I'm beginning to reason that that is what they are seeing me as. If some people who did not sacrifice as much as I sacrificed, they did not outperform me. I was auditing for subsidiaries. I was saving the company several millions. As an auditor, when you engage people to audit you, you're paying them nothing less than 50 million naira, at times per quarter. These are things I was doing for subsidiaries. I was not hired to audit or review subsidiaries. I was doing it free of charge, happily. Nobody was paying me, not even an allowance. And people who did not do that were getting privileges, were getting paid after resignation, after retirement. My juniors all got cars, got this thing. And you were treating me that way. So I discussed with that man, and I was the one telling the man to follow up with that MD to say this is what I said, thinking that based on that, if the man should hear, he would not want to, allow me to be angry because of what I was doing. I never knew he would misinterpret it. So those committee members who had personal issues with me, who were working on vendetta, they capitalized on that man's anger. They saw the apology that I wrote. They never told the man. They allowed the man to take a wrong decision, which they were happy with. And even when the man set up a committee to look into my request on how to grant me what I requested, they still misinterpreted it. They engaged in what the MD did not teach them, did not send them. I'm talking about experience, IS audit challenges.